Thank you, those who are watching live. We are going to be running a little bit late today, probably around 2:15-ish until we start. Apologize for the delay, but stick around. We should be around shortly. Thanks. We are down a player today, and we are waiting for another to arrive. So again, we will be with you shortly. I apologize for the delay. Kind of a crazy day, folks. You have those. Hang in there tight.
Fantastic. Where's my token? Oh, rad. I got like a strange mustache.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
I never said I was a good artist. I just said I was
waiting.
Screw in a disguise kit mustache.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm clearly not a Warforged. I'm a guy in armor. Can't you tell by my mustache?
I guess I'm on Discord. So thank you, everybody who's been patient.
Ravona's run away from her mustache.
Ravona's not like her Fu Manchu.
Why isn't my Discord showing up? Oh, I'm on push to talk.
But it follows her to the ends of the earth.
Mustache.
You guys can hear me, but I
Mustache
can't.
attack.
Okay, so we are finally ready. Thank you, everybody who is on Twitch or watching live. Thank you for being patient while we get all this together. But we are finally ready to begin. Session will likely be shorter than normal today, so just keep that in mind. It's been a crazy morning for me. From some other people, I'm sure, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started. No introduction today. You just skip right on past that. So
just watch last week's.
Well, normally I give it introduction, but anyway. So last session, after resting and cleaning up, the party awakes. Meadow tells them that he's going out for a few scouting errands, that they are free to roam the non-forbidden areas of his sanctuary. He cautions they should be careful, as the last occupant had enchanted some traps that even today he keeps running into. Ravona sets to work on enriching the soil. Loyal and Shane find a library study, and Screw goes down to mess with the forge. Loyal and Shane discover a tome in the library, but otherwise become flustered at their inability. Why is my thing doing that? Okay. Their inability to read the manuscripts that were strewn around. Screw attempts to pull down. Oh, I wish it would stop doing that. Trying to read here, and it's instead of scrolling, it's magnifying. It's probably the hidden control button. He cautions that they should be careful, as the last occupant had chances of traps even they would keep running into. Loyal and Shane discover a tome in the library, but otherwise become flustered at their inability to read any of the manuscripts that are strewn around. Screw attempts to pull down a stone lever, but it requires Nino to pull the lever all the way down, revealing an armory of swords with an enchantment warning them to take one item, and that there would be consequences if they did not. They were also forbidden from touching the great axe in the hand of the statue. When Ravona was finished, they had her come and detect the presence of magic, which was found in the great axe and something beyond the wall. Finding no mechanism to open the wall,
Yes.
Finding no mechanism to open the wall.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted, folks. Finding no mechanism on the wall, Screw attempted to break it down, sparking a battle between the party and a shield guardian, which they won easily with the aid of heated metal. The control amulet popped out of the wall, and they were awarded limited use of the said guardian. Meadow eventually returned, was discussing the plan of escape when the tome recovered earlier started vibrating. Opening it up, the party discovered that the tome could translate language based on a writing sample placed in the niche inside the tome. The current document in the niche was the previously discovered arcane scavenger hunt left to the apprentice of someone known as Archibaldon the Valiant. Meadow sees the scroll, snatches it up angrily, and places it in his chambers. The party confronts him, Shane discovering that Meadow is indeed Archibaldon the Valiant, though he protests that the name no longer suits him. So, you gather around Meadow's large stone table. And I haven't even changed the video.
Is that it?
Yeah. You gather around Meadow's large stone table. And
I have lost my beard. I'm happy.
Yes.
Large
In
stone
case
table.
you're wondering, while I was bored waiting for the session to start, I decided to draw mustaches on all of the characters.
Oh, okay.
So now everyone has a mustache.
All right.
Yep, lovely.
Okay. So yeah, you gather around.
Will?
I think Will died.
I think
Sorry,
Will
I
died.
pushed to talk. Hold on 1 second, please, while I fix this.
30 minutes late and having technical difficulties. Production quality.
Okay, so sorry about that. I had push to talk on from when I played on Friday. Okay, folks, this is not how this stream normally is. It is not as harried as this. Okay, so getting back. Oh my gosh. Where'd my notes go? Okay, so you gather around Meadow's large stone table. The shock of what moments before was revealed. Meadow, the grouchy and mysterious gnome, was none other than Archibaldon the Valiant. This was discovered rather abruptly when Meadow snatched the scrambled scroll of the arcane items from Shane and stored it in his chambers. When he came out, a small confrontation revealed that Meadow was none other than Archibaldon the Valiant. Meadow looks at your faces, a look of both brokenness and defiance. You are not supposed to find out who I am. Not until it was too late to matter. My name is Archibaldon, but the Valiant, it no longer suits me. I was a part of the Elnora Synod, a powerful order of mages who studied and seek to unlock the mysteries of the arcane. I could tell you my sad tale in great detail, but I think it best to show you. Meadow then utters an incantation. Suddenly vivid images appear above the table. A cat-like creature sits in a chair, excuse me, that's flanked on each side by another chair that forms a circle with a star-like pattern in the middle. Let me get my... star-like pattern in the middle. There are 8 seats in total, and you are surprised to see a myriad of races represented around the circle. Your perspective seems to swivel back and forth, and you realize you are looking through Meadow's eyes. The cat begins to speak. Magisters, thank you for coming here on such short notice. If I did not believe this information was important, I wouldn't have gone to such lengths to bring you all here in this case. You watch as the Magisters nod, but concern is clearly etched on their face. She continues. Magisters, the other night while in my meditations, Arinya sent me a vision. I was taken up in spirit through our kingdom, past the forest and toward the coast. It was here that I was led into a network of caves, and after traveling what seemed like an eternity, I came upon a city of such wonder and beauty that I was immediately taken back. Grand stone buildings adorned with the faces of dwarf and elf-like men and women, streets lit by crystals of bright blue energy, markets full of creatures that can only be described as half dwarven and half elfin. At this description, the Magisters look at each other in wonder. You feel a sense of pride and admiration come from Meadow as he looks over to a young dwarf on his right and whispers, "This could be it, what our ancestors waited their whole lives to find, the link between the elves and the dwarves. This could stop the slaughter happening outside of Elnora. This could be an undeniable link, an ancestry that could show a blood relation. I did not ever think this day would come, Decran." The dwarf nods hopefully and whispers back, "Indeed, Archie, this could convince the consortium that they have elf blood, and the smug superiority that they have dwarven blood. The racial supremacists in both kingdoms will have to reckon with the truth, and there will finally be peace." So, you mean to tell us, Akira, that you have been led by our blessed Arania to the city of the legendary Dwyer, Kirasadan? Is this correct? Boomed a rather raspy voice from an elf on the other side of the room. "It is as you say, Grand Magister," the cat responds. There is a sound of murmuring inside the room as different magisters whisper among themselves. A woman speaks out from across the room as well. Grand Magister, I find this to be completely ridiculous. How so? A tiefling man interjects from the left of Archimedan. The Synod is well aware of Akira's divination talents. Why is it so hard to believe that she's been able to find what you, Majuri, and your methods could not? Majuri responds defensively. Trisor, you go too far. Enough! Sibel responds. You can tell the vision disturbs him, yet he is resisting it. Halathos, Ciare, what do you think of this? Halathos, a silver dragonborn, thinks a moment, seeming to ponder what is being said. After what seems like an hour, he responds. Akira, how sure are you that this is a true vision? Could it not have been a dream from accidentally falling asleep? No, Halathos. I was not tired that evening. I had my meditation at the same customary time. Akira responds with confidence. You can feel the admiration again that Edo has for this tabaxi. I see. Well, it certainly could have been a daydream, an idle thought, or anything. It did not have to be a vision, Halathos responds in a doubtful manner. By all the gods of Elnora, Akira! Sierra, a bird-like woman, interjects, her feathers visibly ruffled. The last time we thought we had found the Dwyer, we were wrong, and many in the Synod died very unpleasant deaths. We need something more than a child's fantasies if we're going to pursue this. Did anyone else experience a vision? A dream of the same kind? Anyone? She looks around, waiting for someone to speak up. You can feel Meadow's anger burn, especially when Ciara uses the word child to describe Akira. He considers plucking the feathers off of the Aarakocra one by one. That does not mean that it was not a vision. Just because you didn't experience it as well, Ciara. Trisor has leaned back in his chair, resignation starting to curl on his face. Grand Magister, if I may, Decran stands up to address the Synod. This could finally bring an end to the hostility between our two races. For too long they have been ruled by extremists that claim that one of us is better than the other. And we can prove once and for all that elves and dwarves share common ancestry. We could change history. Surely this is worth the risk. There's a quiet in the hall as the Synod seems to be in deep thought. Saviel finally responds. Decran, you and I share the common desire to end the war of mutual genocide. Nothing would please me more than to be able to prove those who are full of hate that they are wrong about the both of us. But we are safe within Elnora, safe from the battles going on in the wider world. The last expedition to find Kirsten ended in disaster, killing Grand Magister Avondale and 3 other members of the Synod. You sit today in their vacated seats. If I may, Grand Magister, your vision adjusts slightly as Meadow stands up. The Dwyer were fabled to have great magic and arcane abilities. We would not only be potentially ending the war of mutual genocide, but we could be exposed to magic beyond our wildest understanding. We have reached an academic block on our study of the arcane. There have been no new discoveries for decades. This could be an opportunity to change the world. Do we really want to die safely and slowly within Elnora while the world burns? Meadow then sits back down, giving a warm smile to Akira. Sappho says, We have heard from every member of the Synod, the young and the old. It is our tradition to vote on such matters, and no matter the outcome, we must accept the will of the Synod. I will now call for a vote. As is also tradition, I will abstain from the vote so that there cannot be a tie. The question before the Synod is, do we send resources and mages to investigate the supposed vision Akira had concerning the possible location of Lost Kirzadan? What say you? Magister Majuri. Majuri straightens up. No. Meadow expected her to say so. Magister Decorin. A most hearty yes. Magister Archimedan. Yes, of course. Magister Ciari. Absolutely no. Meadow was not surprised with her vote either. Magister Akira. Yes. Meadow looks at Halathus, knowing the older Dragonborn could go either way. Magister Halathus. I am intrigued and wish to investigate this further. But no. You feel Meadow's disappointment, but you also feel triumph as the vote reaches the tiefling Tresor. Magister Tresor. Tresor remains quiet a bit. You see a pained expression on his face. I lost my mentor to the last attempt to find Kerzadan. It was a deep and painful tragedy for me. As much as I believe that your vision means something, Akira, I must also vote no. There was a silence in the seated chamber. Disbelief fills Meadow. That it is settled by the majority of the Synod. There will be no expedition out of Elnora to the coast without further evidence or some sort of other mutual vision. The matter is closed until such time this happens. You feel the anger seeped up in Meadow as he looks at Akira, who has bowed her head, and then over to Dekrin, who looks as if a loved one just died. You hear Meadow say, Tresor, how could he do this? How could he? And it is there the vision fades. Meadow looks at all of you and says, there is much more to the story, but you perhaps begin to see the seeds of youthful pride being sown. Had I listened to the wisdom of the council, had I done my duty as a magister of the Synod, perhaps we would not be here today. There's much more to tell you, but for now, you need to be prepared for what is ahead. Do you have any questions?
What are you looking for in Kerzadan?
He gives you a careful eye, and he says, I suppose, since you have seen the list, even though it is no longer in your possession, I should have every right to keep it secret.
Okay, can we break character for a second?
Yeah.
Do we have the copies that we made of the
Well,
thing?
I
Because
don't.
we never mentioned it in session.
Yeah.
So
That's the
we
thing.
technically don't.
Yeah, unless you
thing
actually
is-
said it. No.
Because the thing is, I take notes, so are the notes not things that my character knows then?
I mean, did you actually write that out in your character's notes?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
But if you had, then yes, that would probably be something your character would know, just for future reference.
Okay.
He says, but I suppose that I will tell you this. It is a staff of great power. It was one of the things that I hid when magic started to die. The only thing that was still working were artifacts that were imbued, enchanted with power. I hid them in case someone came after them. You must understand, at the time, no one could be trusted. Everything slowly fell apart. And you see a distant, sad look on his face. Staff has great power, and it means much to me. I was seeking it to perhaps prolong my life.
Seems like it has.
I'm getting old. The power that I had at my disposal is finally seeping out. It will not be much longer before I join the gods in the halls. I'm not ready to die. There's still much to be done, much to discover, much to know.
It is your destiny to die when it is your time.
Says who?
It is the circle of life. It is what nature predicts.
It is only the circle of life if you can't cheat it. Everything in the universe is able to be manipulated and controlled as you will. With enough power and mastery, you can cheat even death itself. We did it. And then he looks at you. Do you think it is any coincidence that I have been alive so long?
No.
No.
I always thought you must have prolonged your life with magic.
Yes.
However, there is always measures to take and ways to go to prolong your life, to escape death here and then. My own druidic magics are based on that principle in some way.
Yes.
However, the ultimate fate is that you will join your ancestors sooner or later. You can't escape that fate.
He nods at you and says, part of our magic to preserve life came from druids such as yourselves. We studied your art and perfected it. We created something of great importance. However, and he leans back ruefully, while magic exists in this time period, and now it is not the same type of magic. The magic is incompatible. They no longer work together unless they are stored. It's why the scroll will work, but most of my magic is slowly draining out. For I've been here a long time. I have been waiting. I've been trying to get to staff, but every time that I think that I've located it, I'm wrong, and I'm sent away miserable, nearly falling to the Lich Dragon.
And it was worth Decran dying?
You don't know the full story yet. I would wait until you do before you comment. But first, you must get that scroll. And he unrolls like a small scroll of himself, and you see like it's a map denoting kind of where you are and a little bit of the locations of what was Kirsadan back in its day, but it is also definitely not a representation of how Kirsadan is now. And he says, we are over here on this side of the city, and he points to a larger estate on the west side of the city. He says, the sewers that you need to get to are not too far away, to the northeast. Once you get there, you will have to go underneath the city of Kurzadan itself. That will be a perilous journey, as you will be going underneath the... It's not. You're not gonna be. I'll provide you a map of when you need it when you get there to start looking. You don't need it for this. This is kind of straightforward. Okay. So once you get inside of the sewer, you will be going underneath Kirsadan to through the waste, of the city, where the refuse was put. It's a very dangerous area. There has been recent water leaks and things, sinkholes. Sudden shifts in the ground have caused difficulty travel. But it's the clearest, safest way, believe it or not, to get to where you need to go. Once you get out of the sewer on that end, you will find yourself in a part of the city, and he points over to the northeast side of the city, outside the city. You will go through the city and around back out to the other side of the suburbs. He says, on this side, part of the city, is where the commander and the armies that had attempted to take down Lurzodon, that's where they stayed. It's where they were portrayed, and it was where they died. You will have to find the scroll amongst their camp, and he points to an area there. I'm not sure which building the scroll is held in, but I am more likely than sure that, considering the harsh oaths of magic that the commander made, that he is still guarding the scroll. You will likely have to defeat him and any of his lieutenants in order to grab the scroll from him. When you have the scroll...
Sorry.
No,
go on.
yes, go on. What is it?
Can you provide me with any more details on the scroll that you have, seeing as you are not entirely sure where the scroll is? The more familiar I am with the scroll, the easier for me it may be to locate it with magic means.
Yes.
I believe you're familiar with the locate object spell.
I am. The scroll itself is likely located inside of a repository of other scrolls. The commander kept the various scrolls of magic close to him. The scroll you're looking for is the scroll of stasis containment. This spell will allow me to imprison Lurzodon for a time, allowing you to escape. He will be unable to stop you. That does not mean that his minions will not try, but he will be unable to stop you.
I understand.
You must forgive me that I do not believe that you will succeed at this. There are others who have come before. Others from your nation and Doja. But that was a long time ago. They were much more powerful, well-equipped, well-prepared, and tactically savvy than any of you are. And they died. So, I will reserve any further information from you until I see that you indeed have the ability to succeed. So, any further questions?
Out of character, Kurzadan and where we are right now is deep underground still, right?
Correct.
So, the city itself, Kurzadan, is probably located in a big underground cave of sorts.
A very large chasm, yes. Very large opening chamber, yeah.
Alright. I have a few ideas of spells to prepare for when we head out, and I shall see what can be done. Though, as you have already mentioned, we are weak. We are not the best it could be. However, what made the others fail may not apply to us. While I don't want to be overly optimistic, I also don't want to give up just because we are lacking in certain areas. We can prepare as much as we are able to and hope for the best.
He says, I certainly hope so.
Yeah. And also, while some of us, and Ravonna kind of looks to Shay a little bit mistrusting at times, it is not our place to judge you or your past or what you have done and why you have come here. The fact that you are willing to aid us in our escape and save our lives should be enough, at least for now. We shall prepare and let life guide us.
He kind of smiles ruefully and says, we will see once you have heard the whole story.
That remains to be seen.
He looks around and says, from what I can gauge from looking at Lurzadun, he is growing tired of his search. You will have a day to prepare, rest up, get your spells and equipment in line. And tomorrow you set out. I will not be accompanying you this time.
I did not expect as much.
And please take that thing with you. He points over to the very large hulking shield guardian that's just kind of sitting in his corner with his arms crossed.
Maybe perhaps Screw can take this extra day to make himself more familiar with the golem.
I was just going to say that, and then I was also going to say, perhaps with Midow's help, Screw could prepare a couple of scrolls of like reduce, so in case we need to make the golem smaller. I don't know how long it takes to craft a scroll, but Meadow, even if Meadow can't cast the magic himself anymore, he should still be a powerful enough teacher to be able to show Screw how to do that.
What level spells reduce?
I think it's
Second.
Second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He looks at you and says, we don't have a lot of time, but I think that I could help you prepare perhaps 3 scrolls.
I would appreciate that.
Very well. Is there anything else that you need? Now is the time to ask.
I shall. No,
Okay.
sorry.
I was going to say, Mido mentioned when he took the amulet of control from Screw, he was able to control the golem with ease.
Yes.
Is there anything that he could, again, teach Screw? Like, how did you do it with ease, or is it just a build-up trust and it like trusts him as
Magical
a powerful
experience.
arcane?
He looks at you and says, the reason that you cannot make the golem do more than you want is that you're not powerful enough. You need more mastery of the arcane in order to be able to fully command it to its potential. But for now, it will do what it wants to.
If nothing else, it's a walking threat and a good barrier.
Distraction.
It will intimidate a few people, I'm sure.
Yes.
Alright.
So.
Well, for me, all these. The entire vision and all the information contained in it is a bit overwhelming for me, in all honesty. I've grown up in the Expanse, surrounded by simpleness most of the time. whilst I do know magic, it's inherently natural. So I shall prepare my spells and rations for the party. Possibly I can make something from the mushrooms that I've enriched. If that is alright with you. And
What would you like to make?
well, out of character, probably just harvest some edible mushrooms and just make some sort of rations out of it to give to the others.
Yeah, you can do that. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll prepare my spells, and I don't know. I don't think I've got much else I can or want to do.
Okay.
Because as I said, I mean, I would have ideas if my character was more familiar or more, I don't want to say intelligent, more intelligent, because she's not stupid,
More
but
experienced.
yeah, more experienced in the whole thing. Because right now, she feels like she's been thrust into this whole new environment of things which she's really not familiar with. So she's gonna leave most of it to the others and just tries to do whatever she can.
Meadow looks to you and asks, how is this expanse? How goes it?
Oh, ghost. Well, the expanse is a vast, thick, overgrown jungle. It's inherently dangerous. My tribe, among a few other wilder races, are the only ones to actually successfully live in it. As far as I've learned from my time in the city and with the others, most humanoid species don't dare to enter. The beasts. Yeah.
No, continue. Sorry.
No, if you've got anything out of character to add, because...
Ravona, go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You notice that as you're talking about it, there's this look of sadness on Meadow's face, and you know he's listening very intensely, but you could tell that he is saddened by the details of which you're sharing about the expanse.
Okay. Yeah. I guess, as I said, I've not, out of character again, I've not got that much information aside from what you've provided me.
Right.
But yeah, it's basically big, dangerous, lots of animals that can easily kill you, hence why usually humanoids don't go inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine it is.
Yeah. I kind of like look at him a little bit and go, it's been like this for myself and my tribe for a long time, but you seem to have a different idea of it. Or am I wrong? Or different?
I knew of it once. It wasn't always like it is now.
Things change.
Yes. Especially as long as I have lived.
I can imagine.
He kind of sighs and says, well, rest up for tomorrow. Tomorrow we see whether you are truly the people I've been waiting for or not. So, today you make any preparations that you need. He helps Screw write scrolls. Verona, you pick up the rations, any last minute things that you do with...
I have a question.
Sure. Go ahead.
What does the Tome of Temporary Comprehension do?
Did I not show it to you?
No. Like, we have the page, but I don't
Okay.
understand what it's supposed to do.
Are you asking out of character?
Yes.
Okay. The tome, basically what it is that you get a handwriting sample of a language and you place it inside of the tome. So, and then when somebody speaks that language, it will interpret the language even if you don't know how to speak it. As long as you can read what the person is saying. So it's like closed captioning almost in a book.
Okay.
So say for instance you put in something that's written in Dwarven. You don't speak Dwarven. You put something that's written in Dwarven. Somebody you know or somebody you encounter speaks Dwarven. It will translate what that person is saying onto the script because it has a handwriting sample.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's good.
Also, is Mido willing to identify the golem's axe and tell us? Because obviously the amulet is controlling the golem, but the axe it had was also magical. Could he potentially identify that and tell us?
Yeah, he says the axe is just a advanced magically enchanted axe. So basically, it's a +1 axe.
+1.
Okay, so it's
Great axe?
not.
Yeah, it's a great axe.
It's just a normal great axe. It's nothing like you need this to control the golem or anything.
No, it's just the great axe the golem holds on to.
Well, it was like
Not a
the
mortal
golem
great axe.
requested it back last session, so it's like maybe it has an attachment to this weapon.
It likes to stay armed. Alright. So, after the day, you guys wake up the next morning and you prepare to head
How
out.
many rations did I get?
Roll
Should I roll some?
Roll a D6.
Well, that's average.
You were able to get about 6-ish. Six
Six-ish.
rations. Yeah, six rations.
Well, I'll give 2 each to our humanoid party members because Screw's got his cocktail.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody gets 2 more rations. Woo.
Okay. Meadow makes you guys a meal in the morning before he since she says, if you manage to grab the spell, bring it back here to me. I must have that 24 hours to prepare the spell in order to cast it against the unending despair. When the spell is prepared, then we will be ready for what is left. Pray to all the gods of Enora if you must. This will be your most difficult task yet. I wish you luck.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys ready to go?
No, let's go.
Alright.
Ready, set.
So you guys leave Meadow Sanctuary. He brings down the wards and you begin your trek through what is essentially an open wasteland of just broken buildings and rubble, and it's just a battlefield. I need everybody to roll stealth checks.
Before we do that, didn't I know he's not here right now, but didn't Loyal say something about Ranger and spells and Pass Without a Trace? Does he have that yet?
I believe he picked it up.
Yeah, can he
Because we're
cast
gonna
it
need
on
it.
us? Can he cast that on us before we stealth?
Let me just check his spells here.
Does the
Yeah, he
golem
has
have a
it.
character?
Alright, yeah, he'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Does the
Yay.
golem have a character?
Yeah. Does the golem have to make a stealth check?
Well, I assume Screw's not stealthy. Here's a bigger
Uh,
Screw.
The golem just had. Well,
What's its dex mod?
yeah, I got it. I got a sheet for it. So.
Okay.
It's not a good dex mod.
I figured as much, but I had to ask. So there you go. Screw butchered it for us.
I have disadvantage because I'm wearing heavy armor, so that's a critical fail.
Okay.
Stealth.
Wow. Okay, hang on. That's a 31 for a Okay.
All right.
Super
Well,
stealthy.
I need everybody to get perception checks then.
Okay. Oh man, I'm rolling well today.
So I wasted my natural 20. And no, I'm just gonna die.
And Screw, if you'll give me a perception check too. You do loyals. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm doing all of this. Stealth. And then perception. Oh, jeez. Nino's stealth. Nope. Yuck.
We are all terrible.
Okay, Nino sees whatever it is, alright. James, you there?
I am not James, but I am taking 5 damage to activate my Rite of the Dawn on
Okay.
my longsword.
Alright.
Will,
Yeah.
when Meadow showed us the map, of Kerzedan, last night, were
Yeah.
there any, like, bodies of water, like, or lakes or anything? Or is it just cave? Solid.
From what you gathered, the water is probably pumped from underneath. Or
Yeah.
pumped from some other source. There
I
are
mean,
pipes that lead into...
You did say that we were going to a sewer, right?
Yeah, you're going into a sewer, yes.
Yeah, so there'll probably be water in the sewer.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to use some of the Dust of Dryness?
Mm-mm.
I
Alright.
was wondering, does the Duster Dryness work on that barrel of sludge? Now I have a marble of sludge. Just 15 by 15 cubic feet of it.
Okay.
Does the Dust of
Yeah.
Dust of Dryness only work on water?
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
specifies water.
It does say water.
Okay.
I think in the description it does say water. Let me make sure.
Also, I have a question about the boots of striding and springing.
Yep.
Do they affect the height of a jump? Because it says you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
I'm gonna say no, because I think they would have
Okay.
wanted to. They would have added that if they had wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just distance,
especially
rather than
because-
height, yeah.
If that was the case, Shane would be able to jump 24 feet in the air without a roll.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're mastering the long jump, high jump.
Yeah, the Dust of Dryness only works on water. That's what the description says. Alright,
'Kay.
so you guys are moving along, trying to be as quiet as possible, but it seems to be not your day.
clonk.
And so you have started to you notice off to your side that you have started to gather the attention of some zombies that are kind of turning around, Walking Dead style.
Fascinating.
What do?
Walk faster.
Walk faster. All right. Give me athletics checks.
Lovely.
Athletics checks to jog.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Those all seem passable.
10. Yay.
Okay. Good.
Guardian, can you jog?
He trips and falls on his face.
Okay. Let's see where our old shield guardian here. He does.
Unless it has something secret, you're welcome to just put it up, and I'll take control of it if you need.
Yeah. So everybody, no, it's not under your control technically. So, like everybody is like running down the, starts jogging along. I mean, zombies aren't really quick; they're rather slow-moving, dumb creatures. So you're able to jog down a few streets past them. It's making a lot of noise, but thankfully, you pop open the rather large grate where this sewer entrance is, and you kind of step down into the sewers. So you're out of the city proper. So yeah, that's not there. Okay, so as you guys walk in to the sewers, you are immediately met with a long hallway that goes for as far as you can see underground. It just keeps going. It's one straight, rather thin hallway that goes. This looks more like a sewer that you normally encountered would look, rather than the grandiose kind of sewer that you have encountered here recently. It does slowly descend, so you are noticing that while the sewer remains narrow, the ceiling is getting higher. So the gap between you and the ceiling starting to increase.
We found the royal sewer.
So as it eventually stops moving all the way up, and you keep walking down the hall, we'll use your passive perceptions. I need everybody's passive perception.
9.
17.
15
11
from Loyal, 14 from Nino. Wow. Okay.
17 for Ravona.
Let me try.
Thank God for the wisdom-based class.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for the proficiency in perception.
All right.
Yeah, oddly enough, there aren't very many passive athletics checks.
Yeah.
Can I walk in a straight line? Yes.
Yes, unless you're drunk.
I have an 18 passive athletics.
Hey, I need passive. I don't know. What other weird passives? Would there be passive religion?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Passive
passively. Passively.
So you guys are walking down the hall. It's really quiet. Very strangely quiet. You're looking around. You hear the dripping of water. Small drips. Occasionally, there's some sort of small clanking noise in the distance.
And behind you.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
just
and the
echo
clomping
of
behind
the
you
three
from
of us.
between all of you terribly stealth-rolling people. But like occasionally,
We have another robot. It's just
Yeah.
double the
the
clanking.
echoes making the chamber, and all of a sudden, first of all, Ravona.
Oh god.
Okay.
Ravona.
Loyal is gonna be the one leading us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Loyal is gonna be up ahead. I'm probably behind him and Nino.
Uh-huh. Ravona,
Oh, God.
you
Yeah.
suddenly
You sound creepy.
Feel-
Stop it.
these slimy,
Oh
barbed tentacles
no!
wrap
Not
around
ahead.
your head.
Yup.
Nobody
Oh, God,
looked
thank
up.
you. Oh god. Yep, that hits. Whoa.
Okay, I need a DC 11 con save.
Sorry, what save?
Con save.
Oh god. Yep.
Okay, so you're not poisoned.
That's good. I scream.
You are grappled, however.
Is that 12 damage as well to me?
And you took 12 piercing damage.
I scream ever so delicately.
The other one comes down and slaps around Loyal. Oh, sorry. It also can make one with its beak, so it's gonna make an attack with its beak. I don't think that one hits though. That one misses. So the other one will now wrap itself around Loyal and miss, or try to wrap itself around Loyal. Nino sees it, kind of goes, and kind of tries to shove it away.
I love your monkey noises.
And it's going to try to instead nip at Loyal's head. Oh, that does hit. Oh, that damage is
Ouch.
pitiful, though. He takes 9 points of damage. And with that, I will put you guys... Let me get this set up straight here. Arrange yourselves like this, probably.
Which direction are
I
we going?
suppose the green stuff is the sewers, the
Yes,
water
correct,
stuff.
correct.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'll be here.
Let me get your shield guardian too, since you have that.
Which direction are we walking?
You're going up, like
Okay.
straight up. Well, let me grab the.
So
Metal.
Screw and I would be further down.
Yeah, align yourselves like you would be. I'm going to get your
Yeah.
guardian.
Loyal
here.
is in front of me, and Nino as well, and Screw and Shane are behind me.
Yep.
Okay, so there's big.
The two flanking guys are in the back.
Boom,
Yes.
boom,
Clong,
boom.
clong, clong.
And then this one will be attacking Loyal.
You may be a robot, but I think I'm still louder than you.
Probably.
Alright, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yay, initiative. My favorite thing ever.
I prefer to think of it as a initiative.
Look, look.
Numbers.
Ugh. Yeah.
4.
Oh, yeah!
Oh no.
Oh.
Will stop it. A grell. Okay.
Is it the Grell from Hell?
Oh, I forgot to say, Ravona, you are grappled. And as you are grappled, it is going to pick you up.
Yay!
So let's see, how many? Probably this 30-foot ceiling. Okay, so you are now 10 feet up in the air.
Cool.
And I'm going to let you 10 feet up in the air with this creature. All right. And unfortunately, that is not the Grell that attacked you. So the Grell that originally attacked Loyal is going to try to wrap him up again. Let me change the music here.
We have music.
Yeah.
I suppose if it's flying up with Ravona, I can just pull it down.
Yeah, on your turn. Sure.
Lightning lure.
Lightning lure. No, none of that.
14 probably misses again. Yeah, it does. So he tries to wrap itself
no.
around Loyal again, but again misses. It's gonna take its shot with its beak then. 19 does hit. Takes another 7 points of piercing damage as it tries to peck at Loyal's brain.
Brain.
It's still on the ground while the other one has you about 10 feet up. Shane, you're up.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
The list.
Oh, the
scroll.
list
Okay.
was scrambled. Sorry. Screw Europe.
All right. I will walk forward and I will lightning lure the one that is trying to fly away with the Ravona.
All right.
Help. Please don't hit me.
So it's gonna make a strength save, otherwise it comes back down to the ground with me and I punch it.
Okay. Strength save. It made it.
It made the save, so it doesn't take any damage and it's still flying away.
All right. Yeah.
No.
He tries to lure it over, but yeah, it just breaks free of it. Doesn't actually grab hold of it and kind of slides out of the way.
I'm done.
All right. That's your turn, Shane. Hold on, let me add
need
loyal to the tracker too. Sorry.
I need to look up what the range of a net is.
I think it's 15 feet.
Good. Do that while I'm putting Loyal's initiative in. Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so it's 15 long range. So
Also, would
I'm
you
gonna-
give?
what?
I was gonna say, Will, would you give control of Screw's character sheet to Shane so I can disappear? I gotta jump off.
Yes, I will do
So
that.
I'll listen on to Discord on my phone, but
Okay.
I gotta close Roll20.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. Hold on
Alright.
1 second. Go ahead and go. I'll take care of it.
Alrighty.
Nino. Oh, I keep forgetting him. Ugh. Okay, so. Oh, good. That didn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to assign Screw's control
Yep.
to
So I have proficiency, so that's just going to be a 1d20 plus 8, and I'm throwing a net at this thing, so it
Okay.
will have disadvantage because it is more than 5 feet away from me, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And probably not then.
Nope, just misses. That kind
I
of.
hate life.
You're throwing a net, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the net kind of flies towards the Grail, but it unfortunately it's flying around, hard to grab hold of, and misses. All right. Do you want to move?
I mean, technically I can throw another one.
Yeah. I mean, do you have another one?
Yeah, I have 5.
Well, go ahead, try.
Yay! Doing this again.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit, so you do manage
Okay,
to
now I
put a
need to
net
look at the
around
rules of nets again, because
Okay.
I closed my handbook. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed.
Okay.
Net has no effect on creatures that are formless. Oops. Does this thing have a form?
Yeah.
Yes, the Grail has a form.
Okay, then it is restrained.
Alright, so.
Can you yank it down on the ground, or is this probably an action, isn't it?
Yeah, that yanking it would be an action, yes.
Yeah,
Well, at least it can't get any further away, so I'm thankful for that.
it's kind of tangled a bit.
Yes, it is
Uh,
restrained, which means that.
I actually don't really know much about this thing, so maybe it will fall to the ground. Maybe it's a balloon and it just floats.
That's good.
Balloon.
So, as a restrained creature has a speed of 0. In attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's rolls have disadvantage. And the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So,
Yep.
the creature is currently netted. What's the net's AC, by the way? And HP?
10, I believe.
Okay. Great. That's it doesn't seem to pull it down though. So yeah, you do have it netted though. Nino
It's a flippin' balloon!
Nino is up. Nino is gonna run over here to try to swat at the one attacking Loyal. With his fist. 13 does hit. So the fist. Whack! You hear this awful psychic screeching sound as the creature just kind of takes the brunt of the damage from the attack. Does he only gets one attack, right? Yeah, because he's a ranger creature. All right, that's his turn. Loyal is all tangled up with this thing. He's gonna have to use a weapon he's not normally use. He's gonna pull out a short sword. I do believe he has one of those. Yes. He's gonna pull out a short sword, try to fend the thing off. 14 does hit. It takes and just stabs the creature in the midsection. It takes 10 points of damage. All right. That's his turn. Vona, you're up.
Right, question. If I wild shaped into my bear or lion form, which is large, would that give me any benefit to breaking out from my grapple? Because I'm basically expanding in size in a matter of seconds.
I would say it would, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, if I using the bonus action to transform into the lion.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll. Oh god. The sheet isn't. Is it linked still?
I got
so
it.
I don't think.
I'm taking care of that right now.
Okay.
According to the tentacles attack, if you are not restrained, if you're a large creature.
Oh, yeah.
You're still
okay,
grappled, but you're not restrained.
I'm not restrained. Okay.
If the target is medium or smaller,
It
is
holds
also
on to
restrained
you,
until
but you're
this
likely going to
grapple
pull it to the
ends.
ground, basically. Alright, so it should be there now. Okay, yeah. So you turned into the lion, and all of a sudden that just kind of causes the creature that has currently got you grappled, and you and it kind of plummet back towards the surface.
Okay.
So you're
That
no
was my bonus
longer
action.
10 feet up.
Yeah, that was my bonus action, so I'm gonna take a bite out of it.
Okay?
Munchy munch munch.
Munch, munch, munch.
How does it taste?
Welcome back. I don't know, it tastes weird.
It tastes kind of squishy.
Ew.
Yeah, it's
Munch, munch.
disgusting. Attacks made against this creature are an advantage, so 25.
Yeah.
And
25.
11 points of damage. Yeah, the creature's like as it still holds on to you, but at least you're not flying away anymore. And that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, both him and me are restrained now, aren't we? But not grappled. No.
You're
I
grappled.
am grappled.
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to actually. Well, now I got two fists. It's going to actually let you go, and it's going to attempt to break out of the net. It's going to attack the net.
If it attacks the net, only slashing damage will break the net.
Only okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It can also make a strength saving throw, I believe.
Okay.
Or a check, or a saving throw.
22, natural 20.
Yeah. Okay. That.
Yeah.
It breaks the net and it soars up towards the ceiling, about 30 feet up.
A
Can I
creature
get
can use its action to
attack?
make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach on a success.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So it is now 30 feet up in the air.
Do I get an opportunity attack? Because he's-
Yes. Sure.
Bite. Om nom nom.
Yep, that hits. So yeah, as it tries to fly away, you take a good chunk of it out with your teeth. Alright, so now it is 30 feet up off the ground. That is its turn. The other one is going to angrily bite back at Nino. The tentacles don't latch on, however. It will instead angrily attack with its beak. 18 does hit, so that's 4 points of piercing damage against Nino. It's kind of like thrashing and all. It's going to move up, taking opportunity attacks from both Loyal and Nino. Yeah, that hits. Wow, that hits.
Yeah.
And yep, those both hit. So that's 19. 19 points of damage there. And it also rises up to about 30 feet up off the ceiling. Okay.
We need another lightning lure. But wait, is it here?
It is now Scrooge's
Oh,
turn.
they're 30 feet. They're 30 feet up.
Yep.
Yep. Lightning lure, I believe, only has a range
So yeah,
of 15.
yeah, James, the Grell that was attacking Rabona and the one that you're standing next to is now 30 feet up in the air.
So
Problem is, it will take a witch bolt to face.
Witch ball, yay!
I heard Witch Bolt. Yes.
He's
For
very
chow.
quiet.
All right. That does not hit, however.
Yeah, you failed.
Miss. The Witch Bolt flies out of your hands, brushes past the creature as it's now thrashing about on the ceiling. Near the ceiling. That if you don't want to move, that's your turn. Shane, you're up.
Okay, 1 second. Just correcting Screw's sheet. Alright. Since I can't really do anything, I see another one of these stupid balloon monkeys. And the other one's also 30 feet up in the air.
Throwing
I think
hammer.
it's spear time. Range of a spear is 20-60, so I will be making these attacks at disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hurl 2 spears at the guy directly above my head.
Okay. That misses.
Wow.
However, the second one hits. All right. So the first one misses. Rushes past the creature. However, the second one does kind of embed itself into the side. It's losing a lot of blood, dripping down off the ceiling onto you guys as you're underneath it.
You.
That's your turn. Unless you want to move. Nino is now pulling out rocks from his bag. He's going to try to throw it at the creature. Nope. That rock actually goes up in the air, comes back down, and smacks Nino in the face.
Oh,
He
no.
takes 6 bludgeoning damage from that attack.
Oh no.
He's like, "Oh, oh."
Nino never had a high school physics class.
Loyal's like, Nino. Oh. And that's Nino's turn. Loyal will, however, get out his bow. He's going to use... He's going to try it. He's just going to use a regular longbow attack. Well, that's his favorite enemy. Sorry. Wrong. Well, that's what the damn. Let's try this. Okay, so either way it hits for 7 piercing damage. The bow, he shoots the bow up. You hear as the creature is really bleeding, like blood is starting to just fall on Nino's face as he just looks up angrily from missing the rock. Alright, Ravona, you're up.
Well, it's 30 feet up in the air. I can't really do much. Unless I can somehow, if I don't know, take a few steps back and jump up 30 feet. I don't think I can. Even as a lion. I mean, I can do a 20-foot jump with pounds, but
I think that's distance.
Yeah, that's distance.
Not
That's not
height.
up.
Yeah, that's distance.
Yeah.
Why
Well-
can't I jump 24 feet in the air?
Yes.
Right.
Well, in that case, I am pretty much useless. I guess I'll hold my action, and if the grill that's above me gets somehow pulled down within range of me, of my attacks, I'll go at it.
Okay. Hold your action.
Yeah.
Alright, this grail is gonna fly. Over
away. Bastard.
10 feet. And then ask. It moves 30, okay. So it can't really do anything. So it's going to fly over 10 feet, and then it's going to like start to move down in your direction, Shane. But it's still about 10 feet over your head.
Cool.
30 feet was a little bit too far up to fly to be of any good, so now it's about 10 feet over you. The other one will fly over in this direction and will begin to also descend again towards Loyal, but again, only able to get to within 10 feet of him. That's its turn. Screw, you're up.
That would be. Lightning lure.
Strength save. Nope.
Yep, so he takes 12 lightning damage and is pulled 15 feet to
Can't
Screw.
you pull him over here?
Where you want to pull him? I've just pulled him that direction. It's up to you where you want to pull it out.
I'd have hoped he would pull him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can pull him right
So
And
I
now.
then-
can attack it.
Gets munched on.
It's munched on by the angry
Oh,
lion.
oh, wait. He gets pulled, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to be phased by the damage.
He's immune to lightning damage.
So-
before I wasted another witch bolt.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's right down near where you're at.
Okay, I'll munch on it.
Shane, you're. Oh yeah, go ahead, Ravona. Yep.
Munch, munch.
7. Yeah, it's disgusting tasting. There's just no
Yeah.
describing what this tastes like. Shane, you're up.
Are you saying that its taste is indescribable?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how it likes the taste of cold, hard steel. Whasam!
Oh yeah, that hits. It's
15 slashing, 2 radiant.
all right, and with that, you chop what's left of the creature in half.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Cool.
Sure.
Only Shane?
15.
Everybody give me a perception check.
I received a 15.
15?
26.
Ooh, that's good. That is really good.
Screw also got a 15 somehow.
18, 15. Alright. Let me do something quick. Okay. As that one falls, you notice that 2 more begin to descend from the tunnel in front of you.
Okay, so this isn't like the Hydra thing. Chop off 1 head, 2 heads take its place. They're coming from somewhere else, it's
Yes, yeah. They're not growing.
not. Okay.
Yeah. And those, they appear to be about 20 feet up off the ground.
Okay.
As they
Well,
come
with
in.
the rest of Shane's turn, because high jumping in D&D is kind of like stupid and broken, Shane is going to run up to this thing, and as he gets to about here-ish, he's going to jump up in the air, and he can, without having to roll or anything, jump 8 feet, like, his feet are 8 feet off the ground.
Wow. Okay.
So now I am within melee range, and I
Sure.
whack attack.
Sure. Yep.
8 damage plus 1 radiant.
And once again, you're just enough to just, again, this time kind of shove the sword through the side. The creature lets out an awful screech and then kind of just drops onto
I
the
bring it down
sewage.
to earth with me.
Yes. And as you fall, it splats, and Loyal goes, oh.
Can I make some sort of roll to see how much blood I can get on Loyal?
Sure. Just
What-
You wanna piss him
athletics. Just do an
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Oh,
24.
wow.
yes.
You cover Loyal with blood. He's just
I chop it like
disgusting.
just directly so that when like the anime blood just starts splurting out, it splurts out directly in his face.
Oh, poor
He's like,
boy.
While Loyal is trying to get blood out of his face, he's currently blinded.
Oh
For a
no!
turn.
Well done, Shane. Well done.
He's currently blinded for the turn. Alright. Nino now is going to be like, pointing at the incoming grail that are coming up. Let's see where he is. He's currently 30 feet away, and they're 20 feet up, so he's got to move closer. So he runs up probably to about here, and then he's going to throw another rock. Yeah, that hits. He throws the rock with all of his might, and you hear a sicky, squishy sound as it hits the grail from the front. He starts jumping up and down. That's his turn. Loyal will have to spend his action to get the blood out of his face.
Sorry, man.
He's like, ugh. And then he'll like just move over about 5 feet there, try to get in range to start shooting these creatures as they come down. That's his turn. Ravona, you're up.
Sorry, how far off the ground are they?
20 feet.
They're still too far.
Oh, didn't
I can't.
Sorry. That's...
Use me as a springboard.
Sorry, I put that in the wrong layer. That's why you can't see it.
Change is a good
Sorry.
thing. Screw let's not try and do the same thing.
There
Fall
you
on
go.
his face.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold my action, but this time I'm gonna hold the pounce combo. So once I'd say if they're 10 feet off the ground, I think the lion is strong enough to jump at them. So as soon as they're within like 10 or so feet off the ground, the lion is gonna jump at them. Pounce.
Okay, are you going to get in range of them first? Because I mean, like,
Yeah, well,
it
no.
would take
The lion have
movement.
like 50 feet of movement or something.
Yeah, you have to use your movement. Then you can save the action. But yeah, you still have to use your movement.
Well, the pounce itself is the action, and I need to be at least 20 feet away from them to do the pounce. So I guess I can move up to about, let's say, that's about 20. If they're 10 feet off the ground, and I'll just go. I'll go like over here.
The thing is you can't hold movement. And I know pounce is your action, but you can't hold movement. And so I don't think you're going to be able to hold a pounce.
Can I just hold my entire turn then?
You can't hold
'Cause-
movement.
No,
You can't hold.
I can hold. I guess I can. I can move myself to the. Oh wait, I am already at the back of the initiative, so I can't hold my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, if there was somebody behind you, yeah, but like.
Yeah,
you're
then
the last
then
one.
I can my turn,
Yeah.
but I'm the last one. I didn't realize I'm the last one. Yeah, I guess in that case, I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move, like right below.
Okay.
Like right below it, and if it comes within range somehow, I'm gonna chomp at it. But
Okay. All right.
wait, what? Wait, high jump. 3 plus your strength modifier if I move. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Just to prove that that's actually true.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe strength mod 5. Hey, you can jump 8 feet in the air.
So, the grill on the left, my left, is going to fly this way 15 feet. It's gonna descend probably to around. Yeah, it's going to descend to 5 feet. That's as close as it could get going after Nino. So it's now 5 feet off the ground. This one is going to, I don't know why I have a point, whatever. Okay, there we go. So this one's going to just fly in this direction. It's going to stay hovering about 20 feet off the ground. It's going for soft targets.
hey, there's a big lion, but they can't grapple the lion because it's large.
Yeah, it's going for soft targets. That's its turn. Screw, you're up.
It may not be here.
You choose what you want to do then.
I can
I'm sorry, what
barely
was
hear
that?
you.
What was that, James?
Is there one close enough for a lightning lure to pull him down into bonus range? Or
How high
no.
is this?
20 feet.
It's
Mhm.
20 feet. So. You could do the
Yeah.
jump lightning lure.
I'm gonna have to cast a spell. I'm not like the Full Metal Alchemist guy.
Well, you could there's currently one that's 20 feet up in the air, and the other one is like 5 feet up. So
Oh wait, no. This guy is 5 feet off the ground, so you can just lightning lure him.
yeah,
Talk
you
about,
you can't get him into range of me because
Yeah.
I'm too far away. So if you've got any other, I don't know, damaging
well,
spells or anything.
Screw is gonna lightning lure this guy
Okay.
to pull him down to him.
Alright.
Okay, that's fine.
14.
Yep. 14 strength save.
He makes it.
Oh, he makes
He
it.
makes it, so he is not pulled.
Right. The lure just misses. Sorry, Screw. Shane, you're up.
Okay. I am going to hold my action to smack this guy when he comes down into smackable range.
Alright.
That is my turn.
Okay. And by the way, as you guys move forward, the Shield Guardian has also moved forward.
Oh, we forgot the shield guardian.
He's just kind of standing there with his arms crossed with his axe.
Like, yeah, I'll watch you guys.
I
Alright.
just realized you're not even on the initiative tracker.
Nope.
He doesn't want to fight. He's being the stubborn the petulant child.
Nino, however, is now within range of this creature because it moved itself in the range, and so he is going to attack with his fist. That hits. Just big glob of blood comes out as he just smashes his fist against the side of the creature. Letting out an ape guttural scream. That's his turn. Loyal, looking back and forth between the two, sees that Nino is pretty much got his in hand with Ravona over there and Screw trying to do it, so he's going to shoot at the one near Shane. He's actually going to take a sharpshooter shot. Oh yeah, that hits. So he
Ow.
unleashes the bow. There's some crackle in his in his fist as it lets go. Just kind of like squishy blood just blows out, and Shane, you just get showered with it. He goes. There you go. That now we're even.
Fair enough.
And that is his turn. Ravona, you're up.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna take a couple of steps back. And then, since this guy is only 5 feet off the ground, I am so going to pounce him. Like,
Okay, yeah, do it.
I'm going to jump him and then pounce him and then smash him into the ground if it hits.
Oh, this is nasty. Good.
Oh yeah,
Oh. Oof.
that hits. Okay, so that's a... Right, so that's basically a... how does it work again? Line... Yeah, it's... Or be knocked prone. Okay, so basically it's a 24 for my...
Okay.
For my claw attack.
Okay.
And he takes the damage from the claw, but
Okay.
he also needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If he is knocked prone, I can then make a bite attack again.
Make your claw
As bonus
attack.
action. Yeah, I need
That
to.
is.
Yeah, I need to. I need to just roll
your
damage.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
9.
he takes 9 damage, but he seems to be immune to being knocked prone.
You what?
He's
Sorry.
a balloon.
Yeah.
Like like several hundred pounds of lion jumping onto him is not dragging him down to the floor at all.
He's not prone, but I will allow you to make your extra attack because oh, well, that's right. I have to make the save. Let me see if I make the save. If it don't, I'll let you do the extra attack anyway. But he does not get knocked prone.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
He makes.
Yeah, no, he makes a save. Yeah.
Right.
I've still jumped him.
Yeah, you jump him, take a razor, claw across its side. It lets out a shriek. More blood. Disgusting.
Think of it this way, though. Your claws can't taste. So you've saved your mouth for another 6 seconds.
This creature will now has decided it's not going to attack you, Shane. Will instead go after Royal, since it was shot at so unceremoniously. So that's 10, and it's going to descend. So now it's at ground level. And it's going to attack Royal with its tentacles. Uh, 15 misses. Does not hit him with the tentacles, so he's going to attempt to attack with his beak. 7 misses. So Loyal knows how to deal with these creatures because they seem to not cause him a lot of grief, as he's able to just kind of shrug the tentacles and the beak off. The other one, which is near the ground, is going to attack you, Ravona. To try to... 23 does hit. I need you to make a DC con save.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, 11. I make it. I make it.
You made the save. You're grappled but not restrained. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
So
hang
it
on,
has
9
wrapped
damage,
itself
yeah.
around you and is kind of like attacking you with its tentacles, so it's going to attack with its beak. 11 probably doesn't hit you. So like it just kind
Nope.
of snaps its beak around your face angrily.
I gotta disappear. I'll check back in like a half hour if you guys are still playing.
Alright.
Bye.
And just as he disappears, it's his turn. Go.
It's only 5 feet up, right?
That one, yes.
Okay, he can punch it, so he's gonna arm hammer it. Where is his arm hammer? Oh my god, he has tons. He has tons of weapons.
Unfortunately, 12 does not hit.
Okay.
Wait, does it? No, actually, a 12 just hits. All right, so
Oh, cool.
that damage is terrible, though.
Takes a whopping 3 bludgeoning damage.
The hammer hits, but it just kind of barely scrapes across the skin. A little bit damage, and not much.
It doesn't burst his bubble.
Not at all. Shane, you're up.
Sweet. You know what time it is? It's time to carve me a jack-o'-balloon. I don't know.
Okay.
I believe
Both
a
those
27
hit.
and a 15 both
Oh
hit.
gosh.
So, 12 damage on the first one, 17 damage on the second.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it goes from being, halfway put together to now just this ball of fleshy mass kind of writhing around Loyal as you kind of chop your way into the creature.
I carve a smiley face on it.
Lovely. It's your turn. Nino is going to now attack the creature in front of it. He's been having some decent success with that. Not this time. The creature's kind of flailing with Ravona, and so he tries to hit it and kind of misses it as it does that. That's his turn. Loyal will take a shot at. Actually, he's gonna have to fight the one in front of him now. Takes back out his short sword. 10 does not hit. Kind of like tries to pick up where you left off, Shane, trying to hit it with the sword and just doesn't seem to get it around. That's his turn. Verona, you're up.
All right.
Sorry, who's up?
I am up.
Ravona's
okay.
up.
Well, I'm gonna take a bite out of the one that I'm currently close to. I guess.
Sure.
I mean, he's got me grappled. So.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, it's.
Om nom nom.
Yeah, it's tastes horrible.
Yeah.
And you start
yeah.
to see that the insides of the creature have been critically damaged. It's only a matter of time before it succumbs.
Yeah. That's
All
it.
right. At the top of the turn, the one that is over by Loyal will continue to try to attack Loyal. Has chosen it at him as its target. That hits. It wraps itself around Loyal. Loyal takes 9 points of piercing damage. It wraps itself around him. He is now grappled and restrained.
Loyal has to make the Constitution saving throw,
Oh, that's right.
or become purged.
And let's see if he's poisoned. Nope. He is not poisoned, however. So yeah, so now he is now grappled and restrained. The creature will then attack with its beak. Attempting to... Yeah, that doesn't hit. Wait.
He's restrained.
Disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage, so it does hit. It takes 9 more piercing damage, and Loyal is looking rough as the creature just kind of starts pecking at his head. He's like, ah! And he picks Loyal up and carries him up about 20 feet in the air.
Attack of opportunity, I stab
Yes,
him in the
you
face.
Do it. Misses. So now he has got Loyal in the air about 20 feet, dangling, grappled and restrained. The second one now is going to try to continue to hold Ravona off. Again, we're trying to, keep its I guess it could just attack with that over and over again. It doesn't say it can't.
It says it can't use its attack against other targets, so it can use its attack against the same target.
So the tentacles, more spines, it kind of grips you a little bit tighter. 9, however, you manage to kind of claw it off of you a bit so it doesn't hurt you. So you're fine with that, but it will attempt to hit you with its beak. Does a 16 hit your AC? Yeah, it does. So you take 8 points of piercing damage as it bites you in the face.
I'm just gonna mention this again, that we're dangerously close to tentacle hentai.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
This is the second time in this campaign.
Oh dear. Okay. Screw is up now.
Screw is going to punch.
Okay.
With the anvil and the stick this time, because why not? 12.
12 just hits. 8 points of damage. It's looking rough.
He wants to deflate his balloon.
Shane, you're up. The creature is carrying Loyal away.
Okay. I'm gonna toss another spear at him.
Alright.
Again, not at Loyal, at the tentacle monster.
Either one of those hit, so 9 points. And with that, you throw the spear, it slices through, piercing inside the creature. What's left of the creature just starts to fall, and Loyal plummets 20 feet.
I am going to attempt to jump and catch Loyal.
Well, you already threw a spear. Yeah. No.
No!
So Loyal, yeah, within 6 seconds, Loyal starts to plummet, and he smacks the ground. He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage, remaining conscious, barely. You see him
Okay.
go, oh.
Well, since I couldn't do that, or couldn't jump and save him with my extra attack, I'm going to throw a spear at the other dude.
Do it.
Because I have a bag of holding containing like 12 spears or something like that.
Both those hit. And with that, you just splash through yet another one of these grails. I need everybody to give me another perception check. Okay.
So, again, Loyal has the exact same, or not Loyal, Screw has the exact same perception as Shane.
Okay. So coming up from behind you, near where the shield guardian is, you see two more emerge from the ceiling. They're also about 20 feet up. It seems to be a relentless, like, nest attack here.
Alright, guys. We need a plan. I vote we head deeper into this place.
Alright, so these two are...
Hearing
40 feet
and
up.
seeing no objections, Shane is going to help Loyal up and then apparently crash roll 20.
Alright.
Okay. Well, Shane is going to pull Loyal to his feet and then tell him to get moving down the tunnel.
Loyal, you see him, he's kind of woozy, like he's having a hard time standing
In
up.
that case, he drapes one of Loyal's arms around his shoulder and just like kind of picks up, and him kind of shumbling and Shane walking completely normally because he's perfectly fine. And
Okay.
they're going to leave the tunnel together.
Okay. As you guys try to or start moving in the direction out of the tunnel, you see the two Grill are still converging on you, following behind. But eventually, it's basically a race to outmaneuver them. They seem to be right on your tail. Eventually, the sewer does begin to ascend, and the ceiling goes from the top to the bottom and slowly begins to descend, and you make your way out of the pit. And as the ceiling kind of gets closer to you, you see as the Grail kind of back off a bit from their chase, and then they kind of descend back.
Alright. Is Sam still here?
Sabrina, are you
I'm
here?
here. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So,
So, I assume everyone left with me and Loyal,
yeah,
correct?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And the shield guardian loudly banging behind you.
Okay.
So yeah, from that,
Shane turns to everyone and says, "All right, from now on, if you lead the party, don't forget to look up."
oh, okay, so
We can be ambushed from things on the ceiling.
yeah, that did seem to catch you guys a little bit off guard. Let's see here, 700. So you guys emerge from that tunnel.
Excuse me.
Clearly, you know, it didn't seem like you were in like mortal danger, but they definitely taxed your resources a bit, and you were kind of surprised from the threat from above. And from this, hold on one second. From this from this, you guys will get 1,400 XP. I do believe.
Okay.
So each of you gets 1,400 XP for killing the Grail. The Grail, not Grail.
Oh,
Grail.
1,400.
Yes, 1,400.
I thought you said 400.
No, they were much tougher than that. So yeah, so you guys come out. You find a nice quiet place to kind of take a short breather. Definitely not a long rest, but a short breather.
Short reprieve.
Before you guys...
Can we take a short rest?
Yes. Before you guys then will head on to the next challenge, and I think that's where we're going to end the session.
Yeah,
today.
here's where we're gonna stop because half the players are gone now.
Yes. Hey, sorry for everybody who was watching. It took us a little bit to get on, and then it took us a little bit to get things going, and it's really normally not this disorganized. So if you're one of the people like are interested in joining the game and were like checking us out, this is not how it normally goes. Check out the YouTube.
Come back next week when one of our players will hopefully not be at a job interview and the other one will not be wherever Royal was.
Yes, it was just craziness. So, and I've had a crazy day. So, thank you for watching, guys. We will be back next week, and hopefully, we'll have a full adventure for you guys to go through. So, all right, thank you.
Come back next time for the adventures of Shane and Ravona and some other NPCs.
Right. All right, goodbye, guys. Oh, that starts the recording. That's not stop the streaming.
The whole time you weren't recording, you started it now.
No. No,